evening, my name is the Ferret on Skull Badwater EU1. Standard rules apply. If you don't understand my voice, please go to the main menu, go to the mute button, which is the ear with the X through it, and select my name from the list, which is TF2 Public Ferret. You know, say mute in game voice, that shuts me up real quick. Or for anybody else that matters, if you don't want to hear them ever again. Now anyway, back to the game. Now let's see what's going on here. Well, team's looking reasonably even. Well, actually, I'll say reasonably even. In a strange way, Blue's got a lot of high-scoring players, but quite a few low-scoring ones, and Red's a little bit more evened out. But yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go. I mean, suddenly, last game I was here, Red team looks like they had it, and then suddenly they lost the entire game all at once. That's the way these things go. You know, look at the team, see what's going on here. Well, from the looks of it, Blues, that's a weird start from Blue. They've got 3 of one particular class, which I'm not sure is great for an attacking force, but, you know, can be useful. Whereas Red team, though, that is definitely looking defensive as all hell. That should work. I mean, maybe need a bit more admin backup, if you know what I mean, but, you know, that's looking reasonable. Okay, doors out, and who's that? Hatred there, immediately off to a flying start, quite literally in this case. And I think he's, you know, feeling quite happy doing what he's doing. And right now there's the heavy. Medicine's just generally destroying everything. Not seeing the minion that's shooting him constantly in the back, and he dies immediately. Otherwise, though, I think a reasonably good start to Blue, though. They've managed to get outdoors at least, and Red haven't been defending the cliff edges quite so hard as you would expect. However, they've got some things right, and they're managing to hold the cliff areas. That's the thing. Brody there is trying really hard to do what he's doing up there. It's going to be quite a job. Jodor, though, is enjoying his dispenser greatly, though. Now, here's the trick with this particular area. If you hold that high ground, actually, as a Red team, you can do really well. It's a nice place to keep. However, though, I think Blue are trying to sneak the cart warp right out the tunnel there, and that can be a problem. But again, the high area of this game is really handy. You get a teleport up there, dispenser, sentry gun. You know, you can hold that area quite indefinitely, and you know, you can get down to that cart really easily and hold the front at the same time. However, though, I think it's a little bit difficult so far. I think Blue's managing in and around Red team, and you know, doing a reasonably good job of just generally getting in Red's face and hurting them. Sometimes you get like a Blue team that comes out, they can't really seem to do much, and you know, Red team just holds, but Red team is holding, but Blue is giving them run for their money right now. Saying that, stealth cap then, nice work from Reef. That's prime scout trolling. That is, just get behind the cart, or shoot without anybody looking, and yeah, cap it. Nicely done. Now, what happens from here on in? Well, here's the thing: the cart can get straight to second point. It's actually quite a short bit of trek. That is. That's actually, you know, if you, most payload maps, that's quite a small amount of distance. I mean, actually, if there was a lot of guys on that cart immediately pushing around the corner, you can sometimes blitz that and get straight away to second. But for the time being, though, Red is still there. They're still in the game. Blue team haven't killed them off, and insofar, they're holding reasonably okay. 6 minutes on the clock. It's a long time, but I think Red might just be able to survive this. But here's Reef again, though, doing the same strat, which is just push the cart. Get, you know, kind of get in and around Red, and just do scout things. And look at that immediately, like Red team's all over that, trying to stop the scout from pushing the cart. Now if he keeps doing that, and Blue team kind of gets the message of just, you know, attack when they've got their backs turned, and, you know, do that. Well, I could stop telling them, that is entirely true, giving them direction and stuff, but I can tell also Blue team equally opposite. Perhaps maybe I shouldn't say the cart's moving, but then maybe the little thing on the bottom there is kind of an indication of that. But anyway, though, from the looks of it, Blue team's managed to move quite nicely. Now, what does Red have left in the tank? From the looks of it, well, actually, that's a nice thing right there. I mean, MF, and who's that guy? Streak there, just defending the roof area. That's the thing. Actually, if you hold that roof area as a Red team, you can do a nice job up there. Keep the back end secure, keep the front end secure. However, a Ubered Heavy will sort that out for you, though. And it's not looking good. Medicines, again, with that medic, doing a nice bit of job there. Nah, some nice heavy work. Medicines is playing a one-man heavy train right now. And Quick Draw gets the crit on him, but that was devastating anyway. I mean, that was a lot of red defenders down from that. And then there's Reef again with a spy, caps it nicely. Now, the problem is with that little shortcut for red team there is now cut off. So, blue's now a much easier time getting to the cut than red does. I was saying that though, the third point is, the fourth point I should say in this map, is easily one of the trickiest ones to get around. If red team can actually fortify that next point quite nicely, they have an excellent chance of defending this area. I mean, the problem is blue's got to go all the way from their original spawn all the way to the front, and that's a long time to move upward. So if red can actually hold it, they can actually get blue really on a long way out, and that kind of annoys their respawn time. What we have to remember is red's got like a respawn time of what, like 10 to 20 seconds at a time? Long time. Blue on the other hand, 2 to 6. But then you've got to take into account travel time. And if that's like another 10 seconds, that brings, the respawn time roughly equal, or effective, getting to the front respawn time goes. Anyway, 7 minutes 16. Blue's getting on the cart. But they're trying to get in around it. From the looks at the time being, I think red is, again, they're coping quite nicely, but they've not managed to decisively break blue, and usually at some point blue just gets in and around them or does something to kind of break their morale. Oh, Turd King. Went for the back of the headshot and also shot the back of the head. Irony's in there somewhere. At the moment, the areas are quite equal, and blue's got quite a while to move up to the front. Red's actually relatively close, speaking. If either team gets a teleporter up and running quite nicely, they should be able to dominate the area pretty damn well. There goes Medicines again. It's that medic strat working all over again. Somehow being invulnerable is really handy. But nice work there from Nemo, bounces the medic around. That makes the heavy a little bit more concerned about what his medic's doing. Engineer somewhere, but I don't know where the hell he is. 5 minutes 43. He's reasonably close to that point, but this is the thing with blue. Blue seems to sneak a lot of their carts in. If red were to defend the cart a little bit harder, perhaps they might have a better time. But the cart is in a good location. It's really hard to get around it any other way. Right now, red are trying to resume their second point positions. Now, that's a not bad area. I mean, I remember back when Badwater came out, this was an absolute nightmare to get around. Until people figured out that the roof was the best part of this level. But again, what I haven't seen from either team so far is much engineering. Red was getting something more towards the front. They could probably hold the location a bit better. If blue got something more towards the front, they could probably use their respawn time against red a lot better. The other thing that might be more of a strategy is actually if you play Bonk Scout, try and get to the cart and then try and push it from there. If you get in behind red, they're going to be a lot more concerned about what's happening in their rear than what's happening in front of them. Oh, nice charge there from Crumbs. Takes out one of the snipers with the old demo knight. And Crumbs then takes up the other two. That was a nice triple kill on snipers there from Crumbs. That's pretty much the, you know what? These sniper things are a problem. I better go deal with them. And done. Yeah, okay. Let's see the rest of the team move in. Yeah, it was kind of bullshit. It shouldn't have worked, but it did. That's the problem. That sentry there is in trouble. Engineer looks to be a little bit dead or impaled up on the wall there. And there it goes. Now the problem with that sentry from Brody there Or was it Jodo? I think Brody's. That is right out in the open. It actually has a range issue there. The problem is if you can shoot sentry out of range, there's nothing the engineer can do about it except put a Wrangler on. Even then you're in danger. 3 pick there. I think he's using detonator. They jump around a bit. 3 minutes 12. Cart is nearing the last point. Can Red hold on for a quick win? I'll say a quick win, more of a medium win. There's Crumbs again, trying to get in right into the snipers. Didn't really land the hit. The problem with someone playing Demo Knight is, if you go in a crowd of people, you need at least about 3 hits to kill somebody. And then they're all around you, hit like every twice, but never a third time. And that's especially infuriating with half Zata region, where you need that health regen. It's 30. It's looking good for Red actually. They might just be able to hold it here, but you know, beware of the good old-fashioned pub push where suddenly Blue decides they need to hit the cart all at once and then push it over the line. Samixi there, and quick draw. Nice bit of work there on the roof, just generally harassing Blue, and Blue again. Can't have let Red get back at them. That's the problem, I can't really be everywhere at once. I'm afraid omnipotence, omniscience is a little bit beyond me. I'm not that good a commentator. I can't really be everywhere at once and kind of say what everybody's doing at the same time. It's very tricky. Yes, omnipresence I think would be it. Omniscience? Omniscience is knowing everything. Yeah, close enough. Now, any case. 1 minute 21 is looking distinctly in favour of Red at the moment. I think what has been helping them is, you know, I think the Red snipers have been counting against them quite well actually. They have actually been doing a very nice job of generally keeping everybody away. And this is where you might want to see more spies or perhaps bonk scouts. I mean, snipers hate bonk scouts. They can't deal with them, they get right up close and there's nothing they can do about them. I'm talking about YouTube education. I'm trying to give people advice to say what's going on. Give it a go, man. Oh, Blue Uber. Is it the pub push that was promised to us? Can they actually make this work at the last 30 seconds? Oh, crits heavy says no. Oh, no. He died. I thought he had crits on, must be random bullets, but 30 seconds. Blue need to get on that cart. They haven't got that much time to spare. It's looking good. Time's full on that cart. Get moving, guys. Uh, 12 seconds on the clock, and I think... Ooh, skidding in on the base plate there. Okay, 5 minutes left. Now you get to move on with this cart. Thing is, if you can actually get the cart moving pretty quickly, you can hopefully get to it before they've built up all their defences properly. Right now, Blue need all the speed they can get. If they get a bit of luck on their side, maybe a good crit here or there, they might be able to swing this match. The thing is, they can't keep leaving that cart. They've got to get the thing pushed. Also, what would be handy is if, you know, Blue team members told each other what was going on at times. You know, good team communication is nice. Say where spies are, say where engineers are, say what people are doing. And also say if you're getting spawn camped or not, because that's really helpful for somebody coming on the respawn. Now from the looks of it, Red team have just managed to, you know, form that up now, so it's looking good for them. And now we're coming to that dreaded last corner. Basically, a Blue team merges out into all the snipers and hopefully don't get shot in the face. Just 2 snipers? Oh, just 2 snipers, but still 2 snipers. What does Blue need to do? Well, Blue ideally needs to get a teleporter up there. I'll say it a lot, I'll say it again. The thing is, teleporters are one of the greatest things your team can have in a game. Get your guys to the front, know where they're going, and also engineers kind of act as shepherds in that way. You know, you got your team mighty roaming around the map, and it's like, go this way. This is where you need to go. Then, you know, get a good teleporter up, get your team to the front, kind of get in the dark direction. That, and also good to have plenty of medics around. Medics are good. Being invulnerable really helps with not dying. And at the moment, Red, I think, is making their comeback. Unlucky there, Jax. Like, yeah, I'm going commando, commando, commando. Oh, it's a random goddamn soldier. That's the thing, I love commando engineering. I mean, especially play Gold Rush map 1, and you get right down that back of the enemy's red spawn. You get the teleport down there with the dispenser and stuff. Oh, that's all kinds of fun. You start spawn camping the enemy with the teleports. I mean, it's amazing if you can do that. Part of the problem is that blue can't seem to get anywhere near the cart for them. There's a lot of red firepower going on. If you actually really got a problem with like demomen and stickies and stuff, you might want to try short circuit. And Medicines is going right in there. He's going balls deep. Is that a sentry? Yeah, I would kill that straight away. Uh oh, been pissed on. Oh, dreaded piss. Actually nearly escaped with that. Medic just died from that, but you know, nearly got away with it. But what Blue's problem right now is it's not so much sentry positions, it's red team. Red team's actually pretty good and pretty good at being mobile. If you can actually just kill red team off, that'll win you the game. I mean, you might want a crits Krieg or something in here. I mean, crits demo is like the standard practice. Crit soldier's reasonably good for killing individual units at once. Oh yeah, I know. Killing the enemy is kind of very obvious, but you know, some games like Granary or Fastlane, where pretty much capping the points can win you the game by simply outmaneuvering them, killing them's not the premium thing to do. But in this game, you know, if the main problem with the enemy team is pretty much the enemy team themselves rather than sentries or being in the right place at the right time, you may just come down having, you know, trying to kill them as fast as possible, therefore, you know, using crits. 1 minute on the clock though, it ain't looking good for Blue.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Patriot playing the most dangerous game. Second on the clock. Are Blue going anywhere near a pub push at the moment? Maybe they are. Crumbs there. Oh, he's using lock and load. He's really going for that sentry, but that was nicely guarded there. I mean, the guy put the Wrangler shots and was using the Rescue Ranger on that. That was a nice combination. That is one of the few ways you can really save a sentry quite effectively. Oh, he moved the sentry. Why did you move the sentry? It was good where it was. Oh dear, that was not... That's the thing, sometimes when engineers move sentries and that, it's just like, why did you move it? It was in a good place where it was already. However, I think though they've just got enough on the... Oh, another pub push. Now. Maybe not. I think Blue had a go at it, but they just weren't on the cart, and Red have that. That was a well played game there from Red.